bum ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 bum. What's up, everybody? Damn. We are having some technical. Alright, now is it working? Fingers crossed. We in it. If this one doesn't work, I'll delete the whole thing and I'll come back in. But everybody, welcome to the Lone Man's Asylum show, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me on this beautiful occasion. I got a lot of beautiful things to talk to you about today. Today we're gonna keep it short and brief. We're gonna get straight to the meats, straight to the meats of some sort. So allow me to get straight into the agenda today, because I do want to joke with you. I do want to play around. I do want to take the time to ha ha ha. But this week is definitely not the time to laugh. I'll come right back in. We are having some technical difficulties on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, every single time that we do record, we do go live on Instagram. So if you do want to watch, if you do want to ask questions, if you want to check out how this podcasting way of life really works, come through, come hang out with us. Come shoot the shits. I think the Lone Man's Asylum show community is one of the most dopest communities. We're very inviting. We're very dope. If you're not cool, we handle you as such. And but with that being said, let's talk about some things that have been happening. Yo, Carlos. Damn it. Perfect. We are in there. So I do want to talk about, the first thing I do want to talk about is, and everybody knows I'm going to bring this up. Palestine, Israel. This whole Israel and Palestinian war that has just recently erupted out of nowhere. How are you, my guy? How's your weekend? But recently erupted out of nowhere. And I'm saying this to all the people that are just finding out about this dilemma, this ordeal that is going on over there, that people don't even know what the fuck has been going on for the last 70 years. It's been genocide. Allow me to run you through some shit, kind of, broaden this horizon of a picture for you, and then we'll kind of go into facts, we'll go into everything else, and then we'll leave, I don't like to help, or, excuse me, I don't like to tell you what to think. I don't like to tell anybody what to think. That is not my job at all. That is between you and your creator. That is not. And so allow me to say, I do just want to present the facts to you. I want to put it out there. I want to for you to see exactly what the fuck is going on without jumping on social media and putting up a lot of stuff. Because I think that's the number one thing that we do nowadays, that as soon as something happens, we always run to social media. It's boom, social media. I feel like back in the days when it was picket signs, going out into the, into the streets and, showing your posters and everything. Now some of that moved into social media. Amazing. We need that. We need the voices to be heard. We need the voices to be heard. But I feel personally, as Lone Man, I'm not calling nobody dumb, but I just feel that some people are just putting up things without really knowing the context behind it. Get into the fucking just get into it, right, Lone Man? Just fucking get into the meat and potatoes of this. Back in the 1920, if I'm not mistaken, 1927, if I'm just trying to pinpoint the fuck out of it. I'm really good with history. Sometimes I'm not really good with the years, but I've been saying that all of last week. Like Ariel, just like not knowing this shit is so much better than actually knowing. It's ignorance is fucking bliss. In the nature of, like, you don't have to worry about this shit, but you don't have to get riled out about this shit. And I was telling like a lot of people, like, have you been keeping up with like what's been going on? And people have just been like, I don't want to say anything, but like kind of sheep-eyed. They're like, no. I was like, damn, it must be nice to be you. Must be nice just to be in this fucking bubble that you're not even checking into anything other than cat videos and, you know, ESPN. I'm just playing about that. Grow, motherfuckers. Grow as a human. But 1920, England, the Great Britain, them homies, you know, they took over a lot of places. You know, England was out here. My guy. So England was straight out here. But they held like a lot of spots in the, like, you know, in the world back then. So Your Majesty was taking over a lot of countries, and it was taking over a lot of countries not for it was for greed, but it wasn't for like more land. They didn't just want the more land. Motherfuckers wanted those land for the resources. They went to India for all the shit that the Indians had. They went over here for all the shit that they had over here. Now, in that small little Palestinian, you know, realm, Palestine was, you know, ordained, ran by, owned, if you ask the Majesty herself, it was owned by Great Britain. This bitch owned so much fucking countries back then, it was ridiculous, man. So they were running a lot of things. So when a lot of things, or a lot of ordeals started happening with the Jews in, like, you know, Europe during the whole, everybody knows what happened during that time. We're not gonna get through it. We're gonna leave that part of history alone. We're gonna everybody knows. We're gonna just leave that part of history alone, and we're just gonna keep it moving. But when that little block happened, England, Great Britain at that time, needed somewhere to move a lot of displaced individuals from the Jewish community. They moved them straight into Palestine. They're like, all right, man, we're gonna put you over here for like a little while. We're just gonna keep you here, just hang out. Everything's gonna be cool. Everything's all right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, and I'm super proud of you working out, man. We need to hit the gym together, make a video about that. That'd be dope. But, so they're like, all right, man, just kick it here for a while, like, you know, everything kind of dies off, flourish, and we'll be right back. And then as soon as that happened, man, right. Thank you, Ariel. Like, and I'm trying to put it into words that like motherfuckers are gonna understand. So, at that time, everything was cool. Like, both of them were getting along. 1947 came. Okay, 1920, homie started coming in. 1947, so 27 years after that, they had another sit down. Okay, they had to sit down with the, if you want to see it as the Middle Eastern side, and they also had a seat with the Israel side. Sorry, Palestinian and the Israel side. So they had these two sides. So they sat them down. Great Britain did, because Great Britain fucking owns the land by the end of the day. So Great Britain's like, all right, so check this out. Palestine, Israel came to me with the great idea that y'all should go halves and halves on this country. And then Israel was like, yeah, yep, that's exactly what we should do. And then Palestine was like, nigga, we already own this country. Like we let y'all stay here. But we own this country by the end of the day. Huh? And then as soon as that happened, like a war erupted. Like, in not even a span of a year, a war erupted the very next day. boom, shit started popping off. And I feel, again, this is all lo mein again, I've been trying to take more accountability and straight accountability for my actions and my words. But I feel personally that, I've been saying this all week too, that these niggas are playing chess and they ain't playing checkers. This has been strategic from like land one on some conquest shit. On some like, bro, I feel like these, like, you know how they say that the NFL has a script and like they know who the fuck is gonna win the NFL by the end of the year before that the NFL even happens. Like they like come through the whole script, like kind of be like, all right, the Raiders are gonna lose this week. A lot of people speculate this shit, but just like that, I feel like that. Yo, these homies got a timeline out in the world on like how to rip this shit apart. Oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta plug y'all in. We got the charger. We got the charger. We motherfucking alive on the charger. All right. I can't let the phone die on us. Are we back? We on the air? So, we're gonna call this the technical difficulty show. So, that a war erupted the very next day. When that war erupted, and I'm saying that they playing chess, not checkers, because of this reason alone. Because when that specifically happened, Israel said, you know what? We no longer like want to play this. We want to become our own thing. We're done. The very next day, we're done. Like y'all already had this planned already. Like it feels like. So after that, when they were like, you know, we're gonna do this, and since you guys don't want to agree with us, we're just gonna go to Great Britain. Some papers were signed. Boom. Israel becomes a state. Amazing. Amazing. And I do believe that Israel should have their own land. Amazing. But year after year, Israel has been getting larger, while small communities of Palestinians have been getting smaller and smaller. The Palestinians now are in two places. One of them is on the east side. It's a larger community. One of them is on the Gaza Strip. Some of y'all like, what the fuck is the Gaza Strip? The hell y'all talking about, Ali? What is this? It's biblical. This shit was written in the Quran, in the Torah, in the, I believe it's in the Bible too. If like, the Gaza's in there, right, y'all? So this is just very holy land, and people are really fighting for it in such ways that they're just like, you know what? Israel's like, we think, or we were told by God that this is our land. This land belongs to us. It's been non-stop wars, non-stop arguments, conflicts of sorts. And a lot of places have been being fought for, or the main kind of counterpoint that, or the main location that a lot of people that think that a lot of people are fighting for is Jerusalem. Now, everybody believes that Jerusalem should be a part of their religion, Christianity. If you're a part of Christianity, that is. If you're a part of Islam, that is. If you're a part of Judaism, that is. Those three. religions have so much in common. It's not even like it's crazy, I should say. Now, since that happened in 1948, that war happened, I told you that like a lot of Palestinians were pushed into like small communities. They call these communities settlements. What kind of post-apocalyptic kind of shit is this? They call it settlements. And again, Lo Mein coming back to the same shit. I think being on the wrong side of YouTube, that is. I feel that the word settlements was used to groom people, to make you think of people in such ways. Sometimes the media uses words to dehumanize people, to, you know, put them into such images that they kind of choose the idea for you. I'm not choosing any idea for you, okay? I'm just trying to let you see from both sides equally. The media hides things, and I feel like it's our point in life that we shouldn't hide things. We should kind of see everything as exactly how it is. If it's ugly, we need to look at it directly in the fucking face. Niggas don't know how to deal with shit anymore. There's a saying out there that problems don't age well. They definitely don't age pretty. This problem that has been going on over there since 1947, since like that second war, that first official war happened, 1996, the 6-Day War happened. That Palestine was pushed into smaller settlements at this time, so that the land that they had was made smaller. After that, famine started happening. Since Israel kind of owned more of the ports that had the agriculture, the food coming in, the crops, all of that, they owned all these places that had the food. They were providing to the settlements, and they started providing less and less. More famine, no jobs, people don't have a will to live. And at this time, people that have been pushed into settlements that really don't have anything going for them because they have been being bombed all their lives, get a war called on them because a terrorist group decides to step into this whole thing. So another person that has nothing to do with anything steps in, does something, and then Palestine has to pay for it. Now, let me say this. If you don't know the other person, if someone comes in, punches somebody else, why is it fair that you get in trouble for it? Palestine had nothing to do with that. Israel should be chasing exactly who the fuck they need to be chasing, which is that terrorist group, Hamas. Go get them. Peace. They that way. Fuck. But again, this is chess, not checkers, in the world of I just see it as a conquest mode, like, you know, fucking playing a video game type shit. They're taking over in such ways that are just fucking baffling. Now, after Hamas made this horrible attack, and I send my hearts out to all the families that from Israel that have lost their loved ones in that attack. That's sad as shit, man. Some of them were at festivals, some of them were just chilling, some of them were just vacationing. That's sad as shit. Now, but for them, or for the IDF, I do believe that's the name of them, the Israel governing state. They declared straight war on Palestine. They're like, you know what? At this point, they actually put our lives in danger. We're going straight after them with everything that we have. Now, let's just put this into play. When two people fight in the MMA, They make sure that they're in the same weight classes. They make sure that they're in the same stature. It wouldn't make sense to put a heavyweight against a featherweight. That shit would be fucking crazy to watch. The heavyweight would demolish the fuck out of this little nigga. Now, with that, I'm trying to put together, or like I'm trying to make you understand both sides. Israel is back behind America. Us. Us. They have all of our weapons, all of our aircrafts, you name it. We sent a freaking fleet over there the other day. Like our biggest naval base, we just sent over there just to go assist their asses. The other side has guns from like the 60s. They've been flying in paragliders, the shit that you use on vacations. They've been flying those into like cities and like, you know, Rambo, you know. But wow, this is not a fair fight. You got smaller land. I control your food that comes into your place. I got better guns than you. I got a high-tech shit that you never seen in your life. I got money. I got a bigger homie named the US backing me up behind me. You know? I'm that one. You know? I'm him is what they're trying to say. And Palestine is trying to fight for their country. A country that has been theirs, that their ancestors owned. A place that, you know, it's crazy to say that, like, you never want to lose that factor. A generation after generation after generation was born here. And someone's trying to wipe that from this land. It's crazy. That's some oppressing shit, if you ask me. Now Palestine now, they get 3 hours of electricity a day. And they get the electricity turned off in these settlements. Electricity is even controlled. 3 hours. They get a controlled amount of water. They get a controlled amount of rations of food. It's baffling as fuck, man. That's so crazy to me. And they continue to keep getting bombed. So there's more casualties. There's more people going to the hospital. And but the resources are so fucking thin that they can't even take care of those casualties. That's sadder than shit, man. It's not fair. It's not a fair fight. It's some crazy ass shit. I think that they should like end this with a one-on-one, like on some Troy shit. Bring your biggest man out, we'll bring our biggest man out, and boom. Because this is not a fair fight. It ain't happening. And everyone's trying to pray for Palestine, man. I just feel like I really wish that our words mean something. I really wish that they go somewhere. I really wish that God can definitely hear these calls, you know. It's wild. And they talked about this. In the Quran, there's talks about the end of days. You know, when the end of days are coming, things like this are going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. Now, one of the main things that they definitely did talk about was the Jews and Muslims fighting, going into conflict. And that's exactly what Jerusalem is. I feel like there has to be a way to come together that we should just give that land to somebody else. Somebody else should definitely have that land. Because I feel like both of us, and I'm talking both of us because, you know, the Muslim and the Jewish side, I feel that we have not done what we need to with that land. So if we can't treat it properly from both ends, because like it looks like we can't treat it properly, we definitely can't have it. Maybe that's why America's trying to move in right now. That just come. I think that's my only joke of the only day. We don't deserve it. Both sides. There's too much violence going on both sides. We need to stop, man. We need to stop. And the most saddest thing is like Palestine, and this is the crazy thing, like, because the media changes up shit. Motherfuckers fighting for their country in Ukraine, they were called war heroes. Motherfuckers fighting for their country in Palestine are called terrorists. Hamas is a terrorist group. But there's regular Palestinians fighting for their country because it is being literally squeezed from them. They're in what they call open ceiling prisons. These settlements are exactly that. Now, the wording in the media is so fucking crazy because it shows you on exactly what side we stand on. It shows you exactly what side we fund, and it shows you exactly what side we want to see win. By the end of the day, why? I don't know. I'm not playing this conquest mode game. When I die, I want my ancestors and I to look at each other in agreement that my life was fulfilling enough to my actual purpose. I ain't trying to die and know that I was responsible for the killing of millions of people. Because the halls of hell that are waiting for you down there is fucking wild. Trust me. It's gonna be a organized dream. But I pray for Palestine, man. I pray for Israel. I pray that we can come to a understanding very, very soon on this nature. And I hope that both sides can find a love for each other after this, because so much sadness is going on over there. Hey, I don't know. Is Satan coming back or something? I don't know. Some evil shit has been going on in the world. And if he is, grand entrance, first of all, you know, I give it out from the low man to sound. So grand fucking entrance. But we gonna rebuke the fuck out of you, my nigga. Whoa. No, we don't need that. We don't need any of that evil shit. Yo, man, I love y'all. I love each and every single one of y'all that checks out this show. Thank y'all for dealing with us in the most unorthodox ways, because this is the most unorthodox fucking podcast in existence. Follow me on the grams. Instagram, that's Fresh Prince of the _West. Snapchat, that's LowMay1990. I did dress up in the heart of Halloween. So please don't let that take away from the message of today, but definitely I did want to dress up as, you know, something for everyone that definitely doesn't check out the visuals. I am dressed up as, what's those homies from Naruto with the red cloud? They're just wearing those like long robe type like things. I got it from the roommate. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it just has a red cloud on it. Check out the visuals. What the fuck? Why am I even trying to explain this shit? Everyone like watching is like, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Check out the visuals. Every single Wednesday, it drops at 8 p.m. Premieres. Come watch the premiere with us. Come talk. Come hang out. I'm telling y'all, man. Come talk to us. We talk back. Definitely after October, I got a lot of beautiful things coming up for y'all. We gonna sit down with some new guests. We got some rap artists that are coming on the show. So definitely peep in. I love y'all. Allow me with this parting gift. Drink your water. Tip your bartender. Peace.